The mortar holds the lid in place. I have to get rid of it somehow to be able to open the sarcophagus. The mortar holds firmly. It certainly won't crumble away in my bare fingers. The lid won't move. It's quite heavy, and moreover, it's bonded by mortar. No matter what it is that Jacek has hid in the sarcophagus, he was very particular about it not being found by anyone for as long as possible. I don't think that would be of any use. That doesn't make any sense. I won't gain anything by that. That shaking sounded dangerous. I have to be careful. I feel it won't withstand many more such blows. Damn. Careful, Lara. You don't want it collapsing on your head, do you? Only one more little tap. shaking sounded dangerous. I have to be careful. I feel it won't withstand many more such blows. The scales are the symbol of avarice, at least for the order that lived here. The lid is bonded by mortar. Whatever's inside, it probably wasn't meant to be discovered. Damn. Careful, Lara. You don't want it collapsing on your head, do you? Only one more little tap. That shaking sounded dangerous. I have to be careful. I feel it won't withstand many more such blows. Damn. Careful, Lara. You don't want it collapsing on your head, do you? Only one more little tap. I want to believe it's empty. I think I know who's inside. Jacek! Jesus, that's Jacek. The resemblance to the photo is 100%. And the symbol on the forehead, it's the same as the one on the catafalque. In fact, each victim had one of the symbols that are carved here. What can that mean? Think, Lara. Think! Even if it's cold here, the body is decomposing. It's been here a few weeks, more likely a month, but it would mean Jacek couldn't have been in San Francisco. So who went there? Could it be someone with Jacek's papers? To impersonate him. But who? Bateman! Yes, Jacek didn't kill anyone, but Bateman did, impersonating him, and Jacek was his first victim.
Bravo. Nice deduction.
You again. Is it time to go already? The crypt will collapse, won't it? You've come for me.
Time to go. No, you have a mission. To catch Bateman. To stop him before he does something irreversible.
Like what? He's trying to perform some ritual using that manuscript.
That manuscript is not a toy. Someone like him should know that. But he acts like one infatuated. Infatuated by something he calls love.
Of course. He wants to resurrect his dead wife, Beatrice. That's the reason behind those sacrifices and symbols. But what about Max? What is his role in all of this? Does he help him, or is everything different?
You have too many questions and too little time. Stop him and then we'll talk. The ritual must not be performed. Must not. You can't imagine the consequences.
Schneider? You really should see this.
Do you think I'm stupid, Frau Leroy?
Jacek's body is in one of the catafalques. But if you don't think it's that important...
Was? Right, I'm coming down. But if this is some kind of trick of yours... Bateman killed Jacek? That quiet and unhappy man?
He was dispensable for Argo at that moment, but Jacek wasn't. The headquarters in the States requested him, so Bateman forged his papers and went to San Francisco to impersonate him. And there he continued killing, exactly according to the ritual described in the manuscript, in Vita Mortis.
What did you say? Where did you hear that name? Vita Mortis is a myth, a fiction.
I see. So Jacek and Bateman must have found something else here.
What? What did they find? When? They found Vita Mortis and didn't tell me. I don't believe that. Or maybe, Scheiße, that's why he has the same symbol on his forehead as the one in the catafalque. If there are other victims, victims with other symbols...
Vita Mortis is no myth, and you know it well. You were searching for it here.
Don't utter that name again. The book is said to contain dark, terrible secrets.
I read his notes. I think I know what he intends to do.
He wants to bring back his wife, doesn't he? His dead wife.
I need to make a call.
Lara? I'd rather not ask where you are.
Hello, please. I need information urgently. Argo employs a man named Bateman. He lost his wife during their honeymoon in a foreign country. Where did that happen? Where is she buried?
Hang on.
Who are you, exactly? Leroy is not your name, nicht wahr?
I have it. Beatrice Bateman. Murdered at Bob's Motel in Tijuana. Buried in the local cemetery.
Thanks. I'll explain later.
I asked you something. You're not a tourist or someone from our competitors. So, who the hell are you?
Someone who has to finish this all now in Tijuana.
So many lives lost because of one book. Because of the secrets it holds. A blasphemous reporter who had no faith in ancient places. Stingy Jacek, who sold the manuscript against Bateman's will. Impatient engineers who caused a cave-in and injured Bateman. And Burke. That vain, arrogant Burke who made others' achievements his own. And the fifth victim, whose despair will help Bateman finish his monstrous ritual. The curtain is closing, Lara. The show is about to end.
Bob's Motel, the place where Bateman's fiancée died, and where he will probably try to bring her back to life. I won't allow that. The time of cat and mouse games is over. It must end here and now. The engine is still warm. Someone arrived not long before me. Bateman? I had to get here as fast as possible. It would be stupid to rent some piece of junk only to have it break down in the middle of nowhere. To get a gun in Tijuana wasn't difficult. I cleaned it and tried it out just to be sure. It could cost me dearly if it got jammed. This whole construction is really rusty and held by a single anchor cable. Luckily in the same direction as the wind that's blowing into it. This thing probably won't stay here for long. Some of its parts have already abandoned their struggle with gravity. What should I do with that? Climb it? No, thank you. Were it not for that steel cable, wind would have torn the sign down long ago. This thing probably won't stay here for long. Some of its parts have already abandoned their struggle with gravity. Yes?
Lara, I have news for you. Wherever you are, you better sit down.
Near Tijuana, at Bob's motel.
What? What are you doing in Mexico?
He is here, Diego. And I'm not going to let him escape this time.
Wait, for Christ's sake. I'll make some calls and have some backup sent over to you. Don't do anything on your own.
No, this won't wait. And Diego? Thank you.
Lara, listen, damn it, I had a call today.
Don't smoke. Judging by all the butts lying around here, they have a really specific sense of humor. Common household matches can be bought almost everywhere. I'll take those matches. Maybe I will need a light somewhere. Some kind of Mexican beer. I don't recall seeing this before, but that doesn't mean a thing. I'm really not into beer anyway. However, I can name a couple of good Mexican wines. There's nothing like a good cigarette a few steps away from a gas station. The last entry is 4 days old. One Alejandro Munoz and his wife. Actually, I didn't expect Bateman to sign in here. Old, worn, but quality leather. Evidently, this armchair could tell many stories. This really isn't the time or place to relax. They surely wouldn't go anywhere, even if someone filled up the whole tank. The driving mirror has almost fallen off. No wonder. Almost nothing is holding in place on this wreck. Just what I needed. And the owner of this car probably won't be angry with me. A long hose is attached to the stand, but it's damaged. That's why the stand is out of order, if I understand well the contents of that sign. No idea why I would do that. No idea why I would do that. Mirror off the car wreck standing by the gas station. Surprisingly, it doesn't even have a crack. A long hose is attached to the stand, but it's damaged. That's why the stand is out of order, if I understand well the contents of that sign. Body. Even in such heat, it hasn't started to decay. It's not been lying here for long. Without a doubt, it's Bateman's work. Poor guy. He probably just got in his way. I'd rather not examine him, but it looks like he was killed by a single shot. So no knife, no ritual. It seems Bateman is in a hurry. This valve controls the bottle's gas flow. According to the tag, it's pure oxygen. I don't see anything that needs welding here in the car, and I can't drag those bottles anywhere else. This valve controls the acetylene outlet from the bottle. No idea what that poor guy wanted to weld here, but it's not going to happen now. I don't see anything that needs welding here in the car, and I can't drag those bottles anywhere else. The welding torch is connected to gas bottles with a short hose. The welding torch is connected to gas bottles with a short hose. Whirling dust, dark rolling clouds, and lightning flashes in the distance. Something is coming, and it's going to be big. At least I know Bateman is somewhere near. He's not likely to go anywhere in such weather. There's some food in it. God only knows how often they replace it. Bob has two problems. No imagination at all, and quite bad judgment on where to open a shop. Or he's a hermit.